In this chapter, I'd like to introduce you to some of the functions in SOLIDWORKS sheet metal. There are two basic types of sheet metal parts, one using the base flange method of creating sheet metal parts, and the other using insert sketch. Insert sketch is the old way of doing it, but it is necessary for a couple of legacy methods for creating sheet metal. So we will start off with using the base flange method. Open up one of the parts on your Infinite Skills working files folder for Chapter 5 called Sheet Metal Flanges. This part uses the base flange method, as you can see from the base flange feature listed in the Feature Manager. The very first feature is a sheet metal default placeholder. It is where most of the values for defaults for bend radius, thickness, and other types of settings are kept. You can also see that the features used in sheet metal, while some of them are familiar, most of them will all be brand new. At this point, I'll also point out that we're going to add a tab to the command manager, and I'll do that by right-clicking on an existing tab and selecting the sheet metal command manager tab. This has all of the tools that we're going to need to work with sheet metal parts in SOLIDWORKS, both the base flange method and the insert bends method. Another thing that we're going to use with some frequency is the design library, which will have an area devoted to forming tools and other sheet metal features. Let's roll this part back and see how it was made. To do that, I'm just going to select the base flange feature and then click on the rollback button. If we edit the sheet metal feature, there isn't much to see here. We have a fixed face, which at this point can't be selected because there's no geometry on the screen. We have a default inside bend radius and a default sheet metal thickness. Also, the bend allowance method used for this part is the K factor. There are other options available, such as bend table, bend allowance, bend deduction, and bend calculation. Auto reliefs for areas where the bend doesn't go all the way through the sheet metal part are available, and the default in this case is a rectangular relief, and the other options are tear and obround. We will take a more detailed look at these options in lessons later in this chapter. As we work our way down the feature manager, the first feature is a base flange, which in this case was created by a closed loop sketch with a rectangle. There are other ways to use the base flange, which we will mention later. And then a miter flange feature goes around 3 sides of the part, leaving the front open. An edge flange has been created and manually edited. We will see how to do this in a later lesson. And then a tab was added to the panel on the front of the part. From there, a sketched bend was added by putting in a couple of sketch lines on the tab, and a hem was added where the end of this tab was just rolled over. Another feature called a cross break was put onto the big flat surface of the part. This is more a cosmetic feature than actual geometry. And then the break corner option was used on a couple of corners to basically add chamfers to sharp corners on the sheet metal part. Louvers can be added as library features, and they can even be patterned. Other types of library features, in this case a forming tool with a punched out hole, can be added as well. These forming tools do not take into account the fact that punched features stretch and thin the material. SOLIDWORKS sheet metal parts operate with a couple of basic rules. The part must have consistent thickness, and that's regardless of the manufacturing process. Another one of the basic rules is that any shear must be perpendicular, so a thickness face like this is always perpendicular to the main face of the sheet metal. And all the bends are going to be press brake type bends that go all the way through the part with straight line bend. There are 2 exceptions to this. One is that you can put a flange on a curved edge, and there is also a lofted bend option that allows you to make non-press brake type bends. Continuing to look through the part for interesting features, we have another tab that was added, and here is an edge flange on a curved edge. Again, not a straight brake press type of feature, but it's one that SOLIDWORKS is able to handle. We have some more library type features, and we're able to unfold bends temporarily so that features can be placed across the bends and then refolded. We will again take a look at this in more detail. We have two knockout type features where a small piece of sheet metal is punched out but left attached using a tab. This is just a library feature and is easily recreated and reapplied. Finally, the last feature on this part is the flat pattern, and any sheet metal part can always be flattened. We'll be taking closer looks at how corners are treated and different ways that you can handle parts like this on a 2D drawing.